In addition to that, Ikhwani, another big mistake, and I think this is a real important lesson as well. I think many of you have heard of the Qari Sheikh Muhammad Ayub. He's the reciter who comes from Burma. He's originally from Burma. When I was in Al-Medina, he taught us the tafsir of Surah An-Nisa. He would come the third period of the day. The first period, the teacher would come, he would leave. We have about 5-minute break. Second period, teacher comes, he leaves. And then we had about a 35-minute break. The students can go, get a sandwich, eat, drink tea, make your calls to the country where you come from, go to the post office. And then the third period, a Sheikh Muhammad Ayub will come and teach us. I was in the college at this time. I had an auntie, my khala was sick in America. And if you miss a class from the 6, 7 classes, if you miss a class, they take your money from you. They take 100 pounds, whatever, 100 riyals, so you can't miss the class. The sheikh was always late coming to the class. We had a 35-minute break, and he would always be late by 10, 15 minutes. Every time he was supposed to teach us, all the time. And I had to get to that place to call America. The sheikh came late, and I waited for him when he came in. I said, can I go out, as if I wanted to go to the toilet or something? Akramakumullah, can I go out? For some reason, the sheikh said, no, you can't go. You can't go. I said, we waited for you all of this time, and you came late, and now you don't let me go out? And I got up and I left, because I had to call America. But what I said was messed up. But I was sure that I was on the haqq, because he never stopped anyone from going out, but he told me I couldn't go. And I said to him, I waited for you all of this time, and you came late, and now you say I can't go? I have to go. And I got up and I left. When I came back, all of the classmates were upset with me. None of them were in tune with what I had did. Although I was a popular student amongst them, they liked me. I was from America. When we used to go out, we had a lot of fun together. They respected me, but they didn't tolerate that, because they came from countries where you don't do that to the teacher. I came from America. You come from the UK, you do that to the teacher. You'll talk back to the teacher. When I was in school, in high school, 16 years old, some of the students in my class threw the teacher out of the window, threw him out of the window. That's where we come from. But those brothers from Pakistan, from Afghanistan, from different parts of Africa, those brothers, they grew up respecting the teacher, sometimes to a fault, if you can say that. I didn't have that stuff. But none of them gave me any love. So at that time, there was a rich man from Medina who was giving sadaqah to students who studied in Medina. If you can prove you're from America and you were married, they would give you 2,000 pounds, 2,000 riyals. But you have to get a tazkiyah. So I went to the wakil of our faculty. He was none other than my teacher as well, Sheikh Abdul Razak, Abdul Muhsin Al-Abbad, the son of the big sheikh right now in Medina, Sheikh Abdul Muhsin. His son taught us Kitab al-Iman by Al-Imam Ibn Taymiyyah, and he was one of the responsible people of our faculty. And I was really close to him. I went to him and I explained to him, Sheikh Abdul Razak, there's a rich man, he's giving money out for the students who are married. You know I need the money and everything. I just need a tazkiyah. You write to him. And he said to me, some news came to me that disturbed me about your behavior with Sheikh Muhammad Ayub. I said, yes, but Sheikh, look what happened. My auntie was sick and he came in. He said, don't you know that Muhammad Ayub is the imam in the Prophet's masjid? Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, you should respect that just because he's the imam, if nothing else. I said, I'm sorry, this, that. He said, I'm not going to give you the tazkiyah. You go to Muhammad Ayub, to the sheikh, and you get that tazkiyah from him. And you apologize to him. When I went to the sheikh, I told him, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, my auntie, this and that. the sheikh said to me, you were wrong and I was wrong. He said, I was wrong because I came late to the class. I was wrong because I came late to the class. And you were wrong the way you spoke, and you got up, you went out of the class, and you gave a bad example of yourself in front of your colleagues and your fellow students. But it's no problem. Sheikh Muhammad Ayub gave me 2,000 riyals. 2,000 out of his own pocket. He gave me 2,000 plus the other 2,000. I had over $1,000 just like that, just came just like that. And I learned from that those people who were teaching us and those people who had knowledge, they had mercy on us. And now the person, he doesn't know how to read Surah Al-Fatiha. And he'll say that scholar is this, that scholar is that. He doesn't know. And the person looks at himself. He's a brand new Muslim. He doesn't know anything. And he says that the ulama of al-Islam are cowards, and the ulama of al-Islam, they are this and they are that. And the individual in his own personal life, he has all kinds of issues. He has all kinds of issues. Those scholars, for the students in Al-Medina, especially from America, especially from the UK, they used to go out of their way to try to help us to stay there. Because when I was there, Ikhwani, 8 years, 25 students came from America every year. 50, 100, 200 students came in the 8-year period that I was there. 5 students graduated when I was there. Five. And I never met an individual from any part of the world, any part. He went to Al-Medina and he lost his scholarship for whatever reason, except that when I met him later on, he said, I regretted it. I never met anyone who said, no, it's okay that I didn't stay. It was the Ahla Ayyam Hayati. They were the sweetest days in my life. I don't know any days more sweeter than Al-Medina. So for those brothers who are trying to get Medina, it doesn't work this year, you have to keep trying the next year and the following year and the following year, and don't stop until, even if you're beyond the age limit, continue to go. Because you're not going to get a situation where, and Allah knows best, you can go and you can study and people are paying you money to study, not teaching you radicalism, not teaching you to be a Wahhabi, not teaching you must be Hanbali. That was one of the beautiful aspects of studying there. When we used to study fiqh with our fiqh teacher, he would just teach you the mas'ala and it was up to you. You just had to have the ability to prove your point of view. They didn't say you have to be Maliki, Hanafi. Afghani people came there, they were Ahnaf. Hanafi, they came as Hanafi, left as Hanafi. They don't say if you don't become Hanbali, you can't graduate. It was the sweetest days. They were the sweetest days that I lived. This month of March, inshallah, I'm going to be 50 years old, bidnillah. Now you young brothers who look, you say, wow, that guy is 50. I still could fight though. I can still fight. I was 22 years old at that time, 22. From that time to now, no days were more sweeter than the days of Al-Medina.